BBC Radio 2 host Tony Blackburn told listeners we're not quite sure what's going to happen after revealing his personal security was guarding the studio. Tony Blackburn has admitted he was worried about returning to his BBC Radio 2 show this morning after gatecrashing Zoe Ball's breakfast show on Thursday. The presenter took over his co-star's show for an hour unexpectedly in a stunt to celebrate 60 years since the launch of Radio Caroline, just days after signing off from his BBC local radio show. Surprising listeners at the time, the 81-year-old excitedly shared, "We're back, the Pirates are back," and went on to tell fans that co-star Johnny Walker was supposed to have joined him but overslept. Tony joked in order for him to take over the show, host Zoe, 53, had been locked out of the studio and removed from air. He added, "I'm here, anarchy once again. We are pirates, we're Pirate Radio 2 and here we go. And for the next hour I'm going to play you proper music. Here it is. I'm back where I belong on the breakfast show for goodness sake." In a playful swipe, he added, "I understand that Radio 5 Live is celebrating 30 years. We laugh at them. We actually laugh at Radio 5. Ahead of returning to the studio today, Tony joked that he was worried Zoe might get her revenge and try to take over his sounds of the 60s live show. Before entering the studio, he said in a video, "I am slightly concerned. When I took over Zoe Ball's breakfast show on Thursday. I am worried they might try and get their own back. So for that reason, I've put extra locks on the studio door and hired my own security man, so all being well nothing will go wrong." Tony echoed his concerns on air, telling listeners his personal security guard was a big butch bloke standing outside the studio making sure Zoe doesn't enter. He added, "We're not quite sure what's going to happen." Thankfully for the presenter, Zoe stayed away this morning and his 2-hour show remained uninterrupted. Tony had initially teased that he was going to be in other places after signing off last show for BBC local radio earlier this week to focus on other projects. Signing off his show, he played Lou Rawls' hit "You'll Never Find Another Love Like Mine" and emotionally told fans, "You'll never find another laugh like mine."